Hello and welcome to the Lazy Gardener for my first ever video. Today we're going to be sowing some beetroot seeds. These are randomly multicoloured beetroot. So what we're going to do first is going to get some normal shop bought compost here, and then we're going to add a little bit of this. It's not tea, it's the last little bit of it's not called chicken, kelp. Last bit of kelp in, just sprinkle it in liberally. It absolutely stinks of Southend. Put that down there, and then just mix it around with your hand. And then, because we're on lockdown, compost is a little bit hard to come by, and to help aeration, you get some of this perlite. I'll add that in. Ooh. Quite liberal with it. You can always add more compost. And then just stir that round with your hand. Makes a lovely fluffy compost for our little seedlings to develop in. Ooh. Or kills me, either way. Alright, so that's what it's going to be looking like. Lovely sea smelling compost. Right, got one of these windowsill greenhouses with the plastic here. Put that on top. What we do is just take our seed mix, stick it in. They don't really need to be this deep, but my other multi one is holding up a bucket right now, very important job. So just stick it in like this. Right, so we're going to do a little bit of wood chip into the compost. I sometimes get little bits in the bucket, but it doesn't really matter, you can always pick them out. Right, just like that, and then 2 fingers. You just want to press down slightly, so that when you try to get your seedlings out, when they're going to be planted out, this is late May, which is late spring. So this is the second lot of beetroot I've done, because I do like a bit of beetroot in borscht. It is a little bit of an obsession for me. So like that, no finesse at all. Stick the bucket there. Okay, so now we've done that, you open your beetroot. Like I said, I've only got a mix of beetroot here, so I quite like the different colours. It just makes it a little bit more interesting. So, tidy it up a little bit. Right, so you want to take your finger and dig a little hole in each module, just like that. If you're anything like me, in May you don't really have any room in your garden at all. But this will help, so you'll have something in a couple of weeks pop in when your potatoes or whatever comes out. So 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 in, and in the next one more. Don't have to be too scientific, because they might produce more. There's 2 in that one. More seeds, they might produce less seeds, right, than what you want. What you're looking for is about 2, 3, maybe 4 seedlings in a go. But the seeds sometimes produce more than 1 seed in them, but I always think they come out quite nicely, and as you seed them you can eat them. So I get some that are like golf ball sized, some that are just like a micro greenish sort of thing, and they're all edible, so it's all good. Just get some more. try not to drop any or you will get mice, as I found out this week. Dropped an entire packet of cabbage and ended up getting a couple of friends that we had to trap, which is always good, isn't it? Right. Like I said, don't be too bothered by it. Just don't drop them. Beetroot coming out the floor. Oh! What did I just say? That one's for the mouse. And then I'm doing really well at dropping these, aren't I? Right, just like that. So they're all filled. You might not want to do as many beetroots as me, but what I'm going to do with these bad boys is I'm going to, whoops, another one for the mouse. I'm going to can them into a borscht and take them to work. So for me, it's kind of easier if they all come out at once, because then I don't have to worry about canning them when I don't have time. So hopefully they'll come out and I'll at the weekend make a load of big thing, and then that'll be it. Right, just sprinkle the compost just on top. And I find with my seedlings anyway, it's a little bit, that's my dog crying, it's always easier to put them in a dark place like a cupboard, because I don't know why, but under the heat lamps over there they don't sprout. Let's put some cardboard on them or something. So I always stick them somewhere nice and dark so they can germinate nice and peacefully and they're not getting too disturbed by the lights. Okay, so get your trusty water bottle here, water them in nice and quite liberally, because they need to know the spring is here. Spring has sprung. So remember, anything extra will just fall out this lovely light compost. Like that. Right, so you want to keep these nice well watered, but you do want them to not have them dry out, because they won't germinate. So label everything, because I know these are all beetroots. I know lots of people will be looking here and thinking, geez, she doesn't even know what variety they are, but they're all sort of variety. I love the golden ones best, but because I don't just grow them ones, it's a little bit of a surprise when they turn up. All the others have nice sort of variety in colour. Alright, so what I do is just take this up and probably drop it on the floor. There we go. Up it comes onto there. And put this on and it will be off to the cupboard with that. And every day I'll come and have a look. And if you see any of the any little seedlings coming up, then you can either take out that square or whatever you want. You take it out and you put it into, well, I'll put it under the lamps behind me, or the greenhouse, or whatever, the cold frame, until I have some room in the garden. And my second early potatoes finally finished, because they're taking forever, or seem to be. Alright, so that's everything for today. Thank you and goodbye.